Good morning, this is Peter Boulton. I believe there are two types of people in this world. People with purpose and people who haven't yet got purpose. Not that they're not purposeful, but they just don't realise that actually, if we have a purpose in life, we get some advantages from that, and other people get advantages from that as well. A purpose should kind of pull you along. It should be like a magnet that takes you on that journey of life. And I think if you haven't got a purpose, or at least you haven't yet realised that you have a purpose, we can drift through life, reacting to things on a daily basis without really understanding, what drives us. And I think, people that have purpose, we can recognise them. They stand out in a crowd. They're people that are sort of engaged with life. They're purposeful. That's a great expression, isn't it? They're purposeful. They know what they're aiming at. And it looks like they're on a journey to something better, more exciting maybe. And I think that's because they have a purpose, and also they know what that purpose is. I recently attended something called Brand Incubator, and Brand Incubator is an education platform, both online and at live events, which help the candidates or the delegates like me that attended that to understand what my brand is and helping to understand what my purpose is, because purpose and brand go really hand in hand. It's two of the same thing. If we really understand our brand or the brand of a company, very often it's because we understand their purpose. We understand their values. What are they all about? And part of that branding exercise is to be able to understand what our purpose is. And once we understand what our purpose is, we can then understand what our destination should be, what our destination should look like. And that's really called your vision. Companies have vision statements, and I think very often people don't really understand what that actually means. But the word vision in a vision statement is really a description of how we would like our world to look. It's what we aspire to. It's what we're trying to achieve. And of course, coupled with that vision is then mission. And really what mission means is that's a description of the journey. In other words, if we have a purpose and we understand our values and we understand where we're trying to get to, and almost like we've got that magnet to pull us towards that, it's also helpful to understand what that world is going to look like when we arrive at that point in time. And that's described by the vision. That's the destination. And then the mission statement really is a description to help us to understand how do we get to that destination, how do we achieve that vision, by actually describing the things that we're going to be doing on that journey to get us to that point in time. Anyway, it was a bit of a recollection for me. I just thought I'd share it with you, that maybe if you haven't got a purpose or you don't know what your purpose is yet, maybe that's something that could be explored. And maybe that could be explored by looking at your own brand, either a personal brand or a company brand, because as you know, I tend to work with businesses and help to develop and grow those businesses. And I think one vital element of that is really starting to understand what the purpose of that business is. So anyway, that may stimulate some thoughts for you. I thought I'd share it with you while I was thinking about it, and I'll let you get on with your day.